What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So a couple weeks ago I made a video on this lens right here, and in that video I explained about how it's my new favorite lens. So since you clicked on this video, you might be wondering why I'm returning it now. So I've been thinking about it and I've got a few different reasons why I'm returning this. But first of all is the overall price of this lens. This lens was stupid expensive. After tax, I ended up paying $2,500 for this lens. So the more I thought about that, it was just kind of hard to come to terms with that price. And then I also started looking at the ND filters that I would want for it, which it's going to take a 112mm filter thread, and the price of those are not cheap either. But I am going to be replacing this lens. Let me explain to you here. So my plan is I'm going to return this lens, then I'm going to get the 14 to 30mm S lens, which is just like this lens except smaller, and it's an f4, and it also gives me an extra 6mm that goes up to 30. And then since that's an f4, to combat the loss for the aperture, I'm also going to get the 20mm f1.8 lens. And this is going to make sense a few different ways. So I'll have the 14 to 30 to basically replace this lens for my normal landscapes and all that. And then when I want speed for more dark conditions, I'll have the 20mm f1.8 prime lens. And then also the 82mm filter thread for that 14 to 30. That's going to be a lot more cost friendly for an ND filter as well. And it's going to be easier to find because there's a wide variety of them out there. But the best part about all this is I can get the 14 to 30 lens brand new for just over $1,000. Then I can get the f1.8 20mm lens for about $900. So I'm going to be saving at least $500. So both those lenses, and then I'll be able to get an ND filter too, will still be less than the price of this lens. Now the only downside to this, which I don't know, really isn't even a downside, is I will have two separate lenses rather than just this one. But one of those lenses will be a prime lens, and that 20mm f1.8 lens will be an awesome night photography lens, so I'm excited to try that out. And then that 14 to 30 will be quite a bit smaller than this. And then I won't have that giant ND filter taking up space in my bag either. And both of those lenses will be smaller than this lens. Also, if I really wanted to use a 14 to 24 f2.8 lens, I still have the old F-mount version, so I can always adapt this to my Nikon Z6. So I think the pros definitely outweigh the cons of keeping this lens. I think replacing it with those two are going to make way more sense for me. So definitely stay tuned. I'm going to be using the 14 to 30 coming up, as well as that 20mm f1.8, so I want to do a couple reviews on those lenses as well. So definitely let me know in the comments below what you think about this decision. I think the pros will definitely outweigh the cons of keeping this lens, and definitely stay tuned for those two other lens reviews. So subscribe, like the video, and as always, thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next video.